Hey fellow wounded warriors, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Hellzone, Episode 19, Homebody Healing. The current priority right now is to recover, and by that what I really mean is to read books and watch videotapes, level up, basically spend my time wisely. We do have a lot of food stockpiled, so we should be okay with that. In fact, I'm fat and getting fatter. So as you can see above my head, recovery is the goal. Pretty straightforward. We're picking up at nighttime. But I think what I'm going to do is continue reading the electronics book. Even though I already have electronics 3, which is honestly the major milestone. I don't believe we have formally lost power yet, but it should be happening sometime tonight or tomorrow. I did get on the... What is going on? One of my mods, clearly updated and, broke big time. Let me try to fix these. They're supposed to be small X's, not giant red squares of random shapes. Oh, and there's another one. No? Okay, yeah, that looks right. That was strange. So, in preparation for power loss, we have the generator here running. We have our lovely farm. And actually, before I start reading, let's go ahead and check up on the farm. Because we didn't even fully water it. When we planted it, we just, watered a little bit. And then hoped that, the rainwater would top it up. Which I believe it did. Now I'm just checking for diseases. Because we have read the herbalist book. Meaning, if there was any diseased plants, we could fix that. It is pretty cramped up here on this platform. This floating patio, I guess. I don't know what to call it. No, plants all look good. Checking up to see if they were diseased was a bit of a waste of my time, I suppose. Well, you don't know until you're done, I suppose. Alright. So, the path to recovery. The first thing I wanted to do was to read the electronics book. And then after reading the electronics book, probably... I could actually start watching the mechanics. We did manage to pull one car zone tape. So I could watch the car zone tape for boosted XP. But I really want to, work on experience, because that's not something I've been doing. Won't disease spread easily when they're so close? Yeah, but it's not like I have a lot of space. And the only disease that, I'm really worried about is devil's water fungus. Now, there is a meta to, if you imagine your farm as, a checkerboard or a chessboard to only plant on, one color of the squares. So only plant black or white. And that keeps the diseases from not being able to spread. I don't do that meta because I don't care. Spread diseases, spread. Alright, took my painkillers. It's going to take a minute for them to kick in so that I can actually sleep. There we go. So I won't be taking any priority voting for a bit. Only because there's really not much I can do in my current condition. I just want to recover. Oh boy, and speaking of recover. Alright, bandaged up. 2 of the bandages that I was previously using were dirty rags, so I'm going to get rid of those. And then the dirty bandage I can clean. And probably sanitize. Because it just occurred to me, I can boil water now. It's not something we've been able to do until, now, honestly. Do I have other bandages, though? I think I just used up... No, I have one more sterilized bandage. And then I have the one bandage that I want to re-sterilize. Bites are nothing to my dude, because I don't get transmission. So, they're just yet another injury type. They're not, especially problematic for Emil here. I cannot wait to watch all those tapes. They're painful, yeah, and they take a while. Alright, disinfect bandage. Done. Lovely. I have sterilized bandages galore. Okay, back to the skill grind. I think what maybe I'll have you guys choose the next skill to level up. What skill to level next? Carpentry? So the advantage of carpentry is like the things I build would look prettier and it would open up some additional options for builds, but like honestly, not a whole lot of advantage to that. But it would be very easy to level up because I have the books and the tapes. I could do cooking, farming. Farming is prescient only because I have crops in the ground and like they're gonna be harvestable. First aid. My first aid skill is almost level 1, surprisingly. Now, metalwork is another big one because I've been neglecting it, but obviously it is what is used for like a lot of the car repair. And speaking of car repair, there is mechanics and tailoring. So, there you go. There's the list. You guys pick. What you think I should do next? Oh, there goes power. Pretty cool noise. So now we are on generator. Let's take a look. 12 lights. And the popsicle fridge. 7 in the morning, power kicked. I only have the one generator, but I'm not about to go out and get a second one, because I would have to go somewhere dangerous, and I'm not really in a condition to fight. It's the forearm and hand injuries, which makes combat suck, right? Like if you have wounded arms, you don't fight well. So I don't really feel like doing that. Another question. So I don't really have a kitchen built. Maybe at some point I'll like make a better effort to build the kitchen. But let's cook some food. I'm gonna heat up some spaghetti and some beans. So not really cooking, more just like sticking cans on the stove. Actually, these foods don't even really need to be hot. So let's not do that. I could pour them into, like, the pot if the pot was empty, but the pot isn't empty, so... Oh, you know, actually, I could empty out the pot. I could add from the cooking pot. I'm not really using the water dispensers anymore because I have rain barrels. So let's see, cooking pot. Actually, I so much don't know how to cook that, like, I probably can't even make anything interesting. No, I really can't. Okay, never mind. I emptied the cooking pot for, like, no reason. And also, these cans are, like, closed. This is how unskilled I am at cooking in game. So, make a bowl of beans? No, yeah, I'll heat it up. Okay, you guys voted farming and metalwork. Metal farming. Something. Metal farming work. Alright, let's make a bowl of beans. Where is my bowl? There we go. Bowl of beans. Alright. Cook the beans. So, metalwork and farming. I think metalwork won, and then farming was a close second. So, I'll do both. There is a bunch of, like, metalwork that I can do in this building, because this building is full of metal stuff. And Commander Wolf, thank you for the sub. So, I think all of the dividers are metal, and then A lot of the random furniture is metal as well, so it should be really easy to level up metalwork. Bowls of beans. Really not much going on around the base. Although I don't really like where I have the composter set up because it blocks line of sight for my surroundings in a way that, you know, maybe isn't great for like long-term design. And given my like being slightly overweight, I think I am going to ignore my pangs of hunger for a bit. I have not yet found a digital watch. That's because the Zombies of Dimension mod doesn't have like normal loot pools for zombies. And as such, they don't have watches. They only have like underwear. So it's a little more challenging to try to find watches. I think if I went through people's like bedrooms into their bureaus and nightstands, I could find probably a digital watch that way. But I have been keeping an eye open for it, and I just haven't found one yet, so... I'll switch to digital once I'm able, but I am not currently able. Alright, I think, personally, these, like, dividers have been really annoying. So, I'm gonna start destroying them. And they are metalwork. And you guys wanted me to level up a little metalwork, so, you know, perfect. Spend the rest of the day destroying them. They've just been getting in the way. Oh, yeah, metalwork level 1. Filing cabinet? Why not? Where are you walking? Oh, okay. The chairs and the round bins, just like everything can probably go. Get nuked. Oh, a bandage. I actually surprisingly needed one. I'll obviously clean it. What? Chairs aren't destructible? Okay. Well, I mean, I could pick them up and throw them out, but I'm kind of surprised I can't just, like, destroy them the metalwork way. Because some chairs you can, but I guess not those. We have ourselves a lovely little meta event of gunfire. I'm getting bored, I'm getting tired, and I'm just going to keep going. Oh, another thing, the Valuetech TV. Because I fully read my electronics book. Might as well just get rid of as well. Hank, thank you for the sub. And metalwork 2. So, I would say, pretty definitively, I have leveled up metalwork, right? Like, I got all the way up to level 2. So, I'll tomorrow read the lovely farming book, so that I can get boosted farming XP when I do my first harvest. I'll probably need a little bit of food before I go to sleep. And painkillers and everything, because I'm sure I am in pain. How is my... Oh, yep, covered in dirty bandages. So let's sterilize some bandages. 3 clean ones. Don't forget the microwave. I'll get it eventually. And what am I eating today? How about peaches? Actually, oops, that's not what I meant to drag. I actually do have perishables, like ground beef and sausage and things that I probably should like use first before using the canned goods, but a little late for that. I've already eaten. So, bandages have been swapped. Painkillers got taken. We're good to sleep again. So you guys wanted me to level up farming? So let's get out to the lovely patio. Check up on the generator. It's fuel 77, that's fine. And read the farming book. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll open up the PC tracker, I believe I have a tape for farming. Yes, I have Exposure Survival 3. So once I finish reading this book, I can watch Exposure Survival 3 for some boosted XP. Maybe that will get me all the way to, like, farming level 2. Oh, and first aid level 1. It's not often that I manage to do that. To get first aid level 1. And without even boosted XP too. And just to keep my wound infection chance down, I'm just continually sterilizing the bandages so that I'm not likely to pick up any pathogens. So after farming, I'll have you guys vote what to level next. Wait, still 81. I'm very hungry. So when you're very hungry, your like healing goes down 20%. But I'm trying not to get obese. So I have to choose between obesity and like healing rate. Fun, right? All right. So we've got ourselves farming volume 1 completely read, and I'll get exposure survival tape from oh, this shouldn't be there. This should be like books only, I think. So I'm gonna move every non-book out of here. Exposure Survival 3, episode Farming. And while I watch this tape, I will read a first aid book. Looks like first aid's leading. So yeah, I'll read a first aid book. I don't have a couch. That's probably a mistake. I don't have the creature comforts here, but, you know, things to be improved on. Also, watching the tapes will help with my boredom, because sitting inside reading all day is boring to me, to my character. Alright, one more minute to vote in this poll. What I work on next looks to be carpentry and first aid head-to-head. So if you want to be a tiebreaker, feel free. Hold up, stop! Okay, farming's already level 2. That was quick. There's probably more information on this tape. In fact, I can tell if I go to the training materials and go to VHS to exposure survival. And as you see, exposure survival here is not, it's still grayed out, which means there's still experience left on the exposure survival 3 farming tape. So I stopped it so that I could get boosted experience. Nar, thank you for the resub too. Welcome, welcome. And carpentry has one out, let's say. Okay. Well, carpenters, let's do it. So first aid by, and carpentry high. Let's also do some veggie soup. You know, I keep saying I should probably use my perishables, and then I keep not doing it, so let's do it this time. I'm going to be making ground beef burger. Whoa! Don't fast forward that fast. And continually sterilizing and swapping bandages for infection chance reduction. I'm probably in the clear for infections already. Right, let's eat a quarter of this. It's a lot of food, and I don't want to overeat. I haven't had to change my forearm bandage in a while. I bet it's healed. Yeah, it was. Neat. Now we're down to 2 wounds. Serves me right for being careless. An important lesson. You're not really sure if it qualifies burger? True. I'll make ground beef plain. Calling it a burger would definitely not be true. Once I have the carpentry red, there is another thing that I could possibly do, which is improve the porch or do something with carpentry rather than to continually read books. I mean, I don't mind reading books, but I'm going to leave you guys the option of choosing if I should, like, add walls to the farm or... Oops, see? Speaking of walls, splat! You know, or something like that. Okay, I still need painkillers to go to sleep. There we go. David, thank you for the resub as well. Cheers. It's part of a deliciously deconstructed gourmet burger? Yes. I'm sure you've heard of smash burger. Well, this is bite burger. How much? Well, no, I was gonna say, how close am I to, like, running out of, running out of water, but I have all those water coolers in the office here, so I'm not so worried. I was considering, oh, maybe I should go ahead and, like, set up more water barrels, but, like, you know, that's a thing to do once my carpentry skills are done. Again. So, what to do, and I gotta update the priority. Level up carpentry. What to do after the carpentry book. Take on carpentry projects. Or level up another skill. So other skills that could be boosted with video experience. For reference, cooking is one obvious one. I could continue reading the farming book for farming, because sooner or later I'm going to be harvesting these crops, and there's also experience left on farming. Mechanics, I could watch Carzone and then level up my mechanics, tailoring, and then there's fishing, trapping, foraging books as well. I don't even know why I didn't include the survivalist skills, at least trapping and foraging, in that list. I should have. I just left it off accidentally. But I'll include it next poll. First aid doesn't have arrows. I didn't read enough of it for arrows. I only read 4 pages. And there's basically check marks for every, like, I think it is 6th of the book that you read. You gain a boost. But if you don't read at least a 6th of it, there's no benefit. Oh, I just keep falling there. I believe that's the way it works. I was wondering when my bandages were going to needed to be swapped. It was like the moment I start reading, it's like, oh, swap your bandages. But now I have 6 bandages, so I don't necessarily have to sterilize them every time. I can do them in, like, batches. Alright, there's Carpentry Volume 4. Done and done. I'm falling more than I did in my crowd run. The thing is, I'm only falling like 1 floor. You know, it's like 8 feet, 10 feet, something like that, and my character can handle it. So, I am falling a lot, but apparently it's not a big deal. So much so that my health is like barely missing anything. All right, more ground beef? Sounds good to me. So, you guys want me to level up another skill? Let's see. What skill shall it be? So if you vote carpentry, I'd watch the tapes. Cooking, I'd read the book. Farming, I'd read the book. First aid, read the book. Electrical, don't vote for it. Like, I could I could disassemble all the computers in the building. That would level up electrical pretty good. So never mind, you can vote for it. Then metalwork, I would read the book. Mechanics, I'd watch the tape. Tailoring, read the book. Trapping and foraging, read the book. I wonder when it will rain next. I should probably keep my radio on to try to figure that out. Looks like team farming for the win here. I'll even make a meat patty. See? Now it's like a... I even have a burger. So you can't say I don't. Just not a burger sandwich. Wait a second. I absolutely said delete all items from that trash can. I have to do it twice now? Alright. Mr. Generator, you are down to 66 fuel. Let's top it up. The time I have to turn off the power with only one generator is not a big deal. For, like, food spoilage and everything, especially given that I don't have a lot of food to even be spoiled. I could slice bread to make burgers. I'm not really sure I have bread, though. I think I have flour, but I would have to probably watch the cooking tapes or something to understand how to make bread, if I am not mistaken. Right, taking the painkillers for sleeps. It's called a struggle meal. Just keep healing. Oh, look, I don't have to wait too long. My pain levels are actually lowering, which means my healing is going up. As you can see, I wasn't in pain after taking the painkillers. Yeah, I'm in only minor pain, which is a pretty good indicator that I am recovering. Alright, what am I cooking next? Sausage! I'm trying to use up all the things that could spoil. Because if I end up using, like, all of my vegetables that are in there too, I can just I can just pack up the pack up the freezer and not keep it powered. Like, not a terrible idea in order to lower fuel consumption. Oh, wow. That went from... Okay. Well, I'm not eating that anymore. I'll compost it. I think I was fast-forwarding time and was a little careless. So yeah, I have bread, but it's not bread I'd want to eat. Let me get rid of that pole. And try to cook these packaged corn in a way that doesn't screw them up. There we go. I also hope that with all their new crafting systems, you can like make things like, I don't know, like cake and burrito, like the pizza, like cool things, right? I mean, the whole idea of the next major patch is animal husbandry and things like that. So give us the ability to get like milk and cheese and, you know, the long-term survival type stuff. One thing that just occurred to me is it hasn't rained in a very long time, but when it rains next, I might want more rain barrels ready to collect. So maybe before it gets nighttime here, I'll try to get an update for weather reports so that I'm at least ready for the next rain event. My radio's up there, isn't it? Alright, I missed the 9 a.m., but I'll catch the 10 a.m. And it's been a few days, so I should probably reinspect the plants. They've gone through at least one grow phase. Stardew Valley with zombies? Yeah, more or less. A beautiful little farm. Oh yeah, here we go. Clouds, wind. Hey, light to moderate rain. Okay, I probably want to try to get some extra rain barrels up. It's predicting rain like a few days in a row. So, because all of the washing my bandages and everything really sucked. If I want to level up carpentry really quick, I think I am going to watch the tapes so that I can get the bigger rain barrels. I'm going to put Exposure Survival 3 tape away. And let's grab woodcrafts. I don't know how many woodcrafts it's going to take, but I'll just grab them all. And then while I watch this, let's read Metalwork 2. Alright, that's tape number 1. Tape number 2. So tape number 1 was a 62 experience. This one's a 50 experience, so it's a little bit less experience, but it's still boosted. In fact, I got pretty close off of that one tape because I have a baseline boost as well from being an engineer. So I have carpentry +1 and boosted, and then like reading boost, meaning carpentry is really easy for me to level up. Case in point. Okay, so it really only took 2 tapes. Nice. What skill to level up next? Have you guys vote. Now that, I mean, we could stick with metalwork, because I'm already, like, somewhat invested in metalwork, but you're absolutely welcome to change. You don't have to... Oh, nah, it's not the wrong shelf. Phooey. Alright. I have 20 garbage bags. Ah, that's plenty. Now the real question is... planks. I ain't got a lot of planks. I probably want to keep that table undestroyed so that I can actually put stuff on it. I do have all the logs in the van, true. True. I'll probably get a few logs. So the 2 logs in the van, and then were the rest of the logs in the trailer? Well, whatever. Well, what I have now, I can make some stuff with. Alright, carpentry. Bigger rain collector barrel. Nice! I think I'm gonna move the gas cans in here. Just so it doesn't look so cluttered out there. And then, like, pick up all the seeds, too. And trowel. I know I'm just, like, cluttering up a different area. At some point, I'll probably make storage containers for them all, but that time's not now. I also might want to change what kind of rain collector barrels I had originally, so that I'll only use the large ones. I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to that. So I'm gonna try to do that. Let's see. I'm going to wash all my clothing in the water dispenser. Basically, I have to use up a lot of water so that I can empty out the rain barrels, because you can't really disassemble things if they have stuff in them. Right, you can't disassemble, like, desks with, like, even one paper clip. Oh, no, it's raining! Damn! No! Why hath you cursed me so quickly? Once it's raining, you cannot empty your water barrels, because the moment you empty it, it gets more water in it. So it's... yeah. This is 52 units of water in it? Yeah, I would not be... yeah, okay. Well, what I can do is I can set up the other 2 rain barrels that I wanted. So we have 6. That works for me. At some point, I'll try to, like, get rid of the small rain barrels. With probably a sledgehammer would work, I'd imagine. Maybe I'll be able to just sledge the small rain barrels to death. But yeah, the timing on that was just hilarious. It's like the moment I was about to just solve the problem, it was like, ha, no. But I don't want to sledge the small rain barrels until the bigger ones have water in them, because then I would be destroying all of my water. Right, so I got it. There's a little bit of intelligent timing to be done here. Okay. Big rain barrel. Well, actually, where I'm standing now is this, right where I'm standing is not a valid spot for rain that would be collected, that would be plumbed, because I believe it's directly above the sink, and in order to plumb, it has to be directly above and over 1, so it's the 8 spots. So like a rain barrel right where I'm standing now, I could use for farming, but I wouldn't be able to use for anything else. So these other rain barrels have already like 48 units of rain. So yeah, maybe I will sledge. Maybe I will. Get rid of my ropes. And you guys want me to continue reading metalwork. Copy that. So you can't really bucket brigade the... Well, you could bucket brigade the small ones and the larger ones. But not in... so that you can destroy the smaller ones. Because they're just going to get refilled. But yeah, I will transfer some of the water ahead of time. Before sledging. Also, I am quite hungry, so mixed veggies, let's heat you up. At this point, the freezer isn't doing anything. I'm going to put the milk away because I'm going to use that as mildew cure. I'm not actually going to consume it, so I'm just blowing out my popsicle fridge because I don't need it running. And it will save me a considerable amount of power, or fuel rather, on the generator. It's sipping gas now. So the big barrels hold 400, and these smaller barrels hold 160. Let's put my water bottle away so that I don't mess with it. This is probably not even worth doing, because these other rain barrels have so much water in them already. So, destroy. Yeah, I can just smash it. Cool. Sorry, rain barrels, you served me well, but you're gone now. Sweet. Well, that's a whole lot more rain storage. That is a lot of rain storage, in fact, because it's 400, 800, 1200, 1600, 2000. It's a lot of water. Okay. So that's done. And you guys wanted me to read the metalwork? Yes, it's unsupported. I know. IRL, things would have collapsed ages ago, but we're not in real life. We're in zombie land. Well, Zomboid land, I should say. Where it plays by different rules. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Hellzone, which originally streamed live on Twitch October 3rd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow survivors.